If I had to reverse my autoimmune disease all over again, here's exactly where I would start. This would have saved me so much time and energy, and I wasted 2 years doing all of the wrong things, but no, you don't have to. I basically read everything that I could online and just implemented it willy-nilly. So I'm going to tell you what worked and what didn't, so you can hopefully avoid all of the struggle that I had. The very first thing I would do is prioritize nutrition basics. I have a few videos on this, so if you don't know what I mean, I recommend checking those out. But it is crucial that you make sure you are getting adequate nutrition. That means enough total food, enough protein, enough carbs, and enough vitamins and minerals that are going to help your body do its thing to heal. I really thought that I was eating super healthy, but I was undereating carbs, and my body was just in this chronic state of stress that would not let it heal. Don't make that same mistake. Next, I would incorporate stress relief. Just like nutrition, I know that this sounds painfully, stupidly boring, but I have yet to see a single autoimmune client who's doing adequate stress relief. We know from plenty of studies that stress is a primary driver of autoimmunity. And on top of this, there isn't a single person on the planet, even those who don't have autoimmune disease, who wouldn't benefit from a breathing break here or maybe some additional meditation. Make sure you are doing at least one thing per day to help regulate your nervous system. The next is rest. I fought rest like the devil, pushing myself to go to work, pushing myself to work out, pushing myself to keep up with social plans, because I didn't want to accept the reality that autoimmune disease had become my life. I kind of felt like if I just forced myself to do all my normal things, that maybe my body would eventually get the picture and say like, okay, no, we don't have autoimmune disease, which obviously is not the case, but there's that idea of force and just pushing through, which is very American, but does not work for autoimmune disease. You need to rest your body, because if you don't consciously choose to rest it, your body will force you to rest at some point. And last is figure out the root cause. Because if you don't know what's driving your dysfunction, then you're just throwing spaghetti at the wall and seeing what sticks. This might involve doing testing, it might involve working with a practitioner, but you want to know what's driving my disease. Is it nutrient deficiencies? Is it poor gut health? Is it unresolved trauma or lots of chronic stressors? Once you know your root, then you have power because you know exactly what to do to treat that root. But without it, you're just kind of fumbling in the dark, guessing, and feel overwhelmed with all of the things that you could be doing rather than having a plan that you trust in and feel confident in and doesn't waste all of your energy. If you're looking to make autoimmune healing as simple as possible, follow along for more. I made my autoimmune healing way too difficult, and my only goal is to help people make it as simple as possible.